John Calvin on Psalm 13. How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord? Forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest mine enemy say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. To enlighten the eyes signifies the same thing in the Hebrew language as to give the breath of life, for the vigor of life appears chiefly in the eyes. When Jonathan fainted for hunger, the sacred history relates that his eyes were overcast with dimness, and again when he had tasted of the honeycomb, his eyes were enlightened. 1 Samuel 14, verse 27. David confesses that unless God caused the light of life to shine upon him, he will be immediately overwhelmed with the darkness of death, and that he is already as a man without life, unless God breathe into him new vigor. And certainly our confidence of life depends on this, that although the world may threaten us with 1,000 deaths, yet God is possessed of numberless means of restoring us to life. But I trust in your unfailing love. The psalmist does not as yet feel how much he has profited by praying, but depending upon the hope of deliverance which the faithful promise of God enabled him to entertain, he makes use of this hope as a shield to repel those temptations with the terror of which he might be greatly distressed. Although, therefore, he is severely afflicted, and a multiplicity of cares urge him to despair, he notwithstanding declares it to be his resolution to continue firm in his reliance upon the grace of God and in the hope of salvation. With the very same confidence ought all the godly to be furnished and sustained, that they may duly persevere in prayer. It is by faith that we apprehend the grace of God, which is hidden from and unknown to the understanding of the flesh. I will sing to the Lord. Surely it becomes us to engage in prayer in such a frame of mind as at the same time to be ready to sing the praises of God, a thing which is impossible unless we are fully persuaded that our prayers will not be ineffectual. We may not be wholly free from sorrow, but it is nevertheless necessary that this cheerfulness of faith rise above it, and put into our mouth a song on account of the joy which is reserved for us in the future, although not as yet experienced by us, just as we see David here preparing himself to celebrate in songs the grace of God, before he perseveres the issues of his troubles.